What's up, y'all? It's ODM right here, Light of Shade of Brown, backstage in Phoenix, Arizona. And you know I had to catch up with my girl, Amanda Perez. What's up, girl?
What's up? What's up?
Man, we are chilling here, and we just got done wrapping up the sound check. And I asked her if, man, she'd be kind enough to, spend some time with me, shoot the shit, because it's been about, what, like a good 6 years at least, man, since Bobby passed, right before Bobby passed away. Mm-hmm. And not to jump right into it, but shit, man, I mean, I think we was in Central Cali. We were doing a show at a casino. And I remember vividly because and I'm going to show some clips of this, run those clips back from us on a bus. And we were going, it was just Amanda, I think your wife was with you. Yeah. And it was me, Bobby, and then shout outs to Big Rob. Rob was with us too, rest in peace. Rob passed away too recently. So we lost two homies during that time. But ever since then though, man, I mean, I know I didn't get a chance to speak to you when DTX passed away. So let's just, what were your thoughts when you first heard that?
Man, I first seen it and I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I cried. And, when you're with artists all the time, like we spent years together. Right. And they become family to you. So when that happened to him, I just couldn't believe, one, that anybody could do that. Two, he was just such a good dude. And it really got to me. He was a really good dude. And we even talked. It was crazy because he was like, Manda, you know how Bobby had. He's like, Manda. He had this swag about him, that street,
Personality.
Yeah, like I was telling you earlier, like me and you and him, like I feel like we was from the same area, the same culture, you know what I'm saying? And he was like that. Bobby was just like, Manda, we got to do this song. And I said, yeah, we got to do something. And then I seen that the next day. I said, man, it was hard. It was hard.
Yeah, he I think you hit on the button. Like we just like same era, same genre. I mean, same growing up, and we damn near the same age. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Bobby's character was just, he had that personality. He was easily approachable.
Swag. Yeah, he was just like, it don't matter what that man was going through. Every time I seen him, he just was like, like a player. He was just the way he did it, the way he did himself. And I liked it about him, and I feel like that's why I clicked with you guys, because we're on that level together.
And game recognizes game. Like, when you see somebody who's humble like that, you can just kick it with. And you're the same way. I mean, you're the same way with your fans. You're the same way, with the homies like us, the artists. Like, look at us. We chilling backstage right here. Like,
we still together after all these years.
Facts,
it's a blessing, I don't think people understand. Like, as an artist, sometimes we take off a long time. And it's not easy to come back, because then you got people that forget or they don't know what happened to you. So when you come back, you got concerts like this tonight, which makes it crazy, and it makes the fans ready. They're like, man, we haven't seen them in so long, and they miss you.
They miss the memories. They miss the music, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you get like we get all the time. Cats come up to us, hey, bro, I remember, back in my day growing up to you, listening up to you.
I get niggas in the bank. I'm talking about their whole mouth. From down south, I went to Florida one time. This dude comes, he goes, man, I swear to God, dog. You know how they talk? Yeah. I swear to God, dog, man, you hard, dog. And I was like, how old are you? And he was like, man, I'm 22. I'm like, but it just goes to show you that it keeps going. When your music is that good, people don't forget, and it keeps going generation to generation. Right. Your kids. So I was like, you're young. He goes, man, my mama listened to you.
My mama.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's love. But yeah, I get some thug ass niggas that be, they don't play around. If they love it.
Yeah. Now the parents come up to you as well. I'm sure, like they do us, like all the time, and it's just because we transcend that. We take them back to where, what I'm saying, they was good before when they was probably singing with no kids.
The best times. Our time was the best time, Nowadays, I mean, I don't get me wrong, I love different music, you know what I'm saying? But so much has no meaning to it, no heart, no soul. You know what I mean? It's always the same thing, and it's like, ain't no feeling in that.
Do you think it's because the game done changed as far as the way music is released on YouTube? They just quick to get it out without really soaking in their ideas and their concepts.
Yeah, it's easy. It's
too
easy music today. It's so easy. Back then, we had to do so much as an artist to even get to a certain level. You know, you had to have so many sales for people to respect you.
Yep.
And it's like that to this day, though. I'll be honest. Like, you'll get artists that were bigger than other artists, but they treat them different. You know, and I ain't with all that. You know what I mean? I'm who I am, and I feel like I'm here to perform for my fans, and that's what makes me happy. You know.
Fact.
But the change is, it's just too easy. I could sit here and make something like that easy. You know, it is.
And you know what? I always bring this up, and as far as rap, I mean, you know what I'm saying? 3 verses got cut to 2 verses. The songs are only damn near 2 minutes now. And I'm going, how can you tell a whole story? Because I know you got stories.
It ain't no story,
you tell
though.
stories
Yeah.
in at least 3 verses.
Yeah, it ain't
5-minute songs.
No stories and people, no more. It's mostly like rap and dancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just make raps to just. I get it. You get crunk. I listen to that too. Don't get me wrong, but after a while, I just I gotta listen to something different because there's no emotion in that.
If there's
it just makes people want to get hyped, like do bad shit. I feel like.
Nah, I got you. The content that they drop.
I be thinking to myself, I'll be in the car and I'm like listening to this hard ass shit. And I'm like, damn, I feel like I want to fight somebody right now.
Yeah, but wasn't the NWA days like that too? Did you ever fuck with them?
Yeah, I listened. Oh, my brother had DJ Quick, all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in the hood.
Right.
So that was our music,
Right.
We were the only Latinos there where I lived.
So wouldn't you say music? Growing up Fort Wayne, Indiana, when you heard Just Like Compton, when you heard NWA, did that make you want to go gangbang? I mean, since we're talking about it, huh?
I did gangbang.
You did.
I did gangbang.
What was you writing to? Was you writing to that type of music?
All of them.
So wouldn't you say
Ice Cube, all of them?
So today's music, today's artists.
Spice One.
Yeah. Shout out to the Bay Area.
Oh no, I got to tell this story. I swear to God on my life. I swear to God, I listened to the song over and over because it beat it in my uncle's Jeep. So I'm driving and I'm listening to you guys and I'm like, man, they hard. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, they got
what was the song?
The first one you came
Sunday
out.
Afternoon?
Yep.
Okay.
And then there was another one. Oh God, forgive me.
Homies, Latin Active, Hey DJ.
It was, Hey DJ.
Yeah,
that was beating in the car.
Yeah.
And I listened to these songs over and over, and I was like, man, they're dope. Then years later, at 21 years old, I got a record deal, and I met you guys.
Beautiful.
But I bumped it. He had a speaker in the back. You know the circle ones?
Yep.
The circle one?
Yeah. So in Vegas or something, maybe some power drivers back there.
XTX or something like
yeah,
that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so we were in Ohio. My cousins are from Ohio.
In a Jeep.
They're really hip to this, you know. So when I put that on, it was beating. I said, "Oh yeah." And I had a tape.
Cassette tapes all day.
Yeah, I had
all
a cassette.
day before the pullout.
And man, I played it so much, and then I met you guys, and it was like I couldn't believe it. I was like, here are these guys I watched on MTV, and here I am with them today.
That's love.
So no matter what position you're at in your life, you're still a legend in my eyes.
Oh man, that's love, my G.
Yeah. So,
thank you. Well, you've always been a humble one, Amanda, and I want to keep the focus definitely on you. But thank you for those flowers. So you started out singing. Did you have siblings? Did you have any siblings?
I'm the baby of 5.
Okay. All right. Are you the only singer? The only artist?
No. My mom was gonna get us a record deal at 15 in California, but my grandfather didn't allow it. So he kind of took her dream and moved her away.
He didn't take it serious. He didn't think it was a real thing.
No.
You know,
and
some
then my
older
dad,
folks.
He played the drums, so I don't think anybody knows this, but I play every instrument and I don't know how to read music.
By ear.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's
so my dad, he played the drums, and then his brothers and their kids played in a band called La Sombra Chicana. So
from Texas? No.
Okay. That's Sombra Chicana. This is Sombra Chicana, right?
Uh-huh.
And they've gotten awards too, but it's just, it's crazy. I'm gonna have to show you them when we get off.
Yeah,
you're gonna trip out. But at 11 and 12 years old, I would do intermissions and perform with my band.
So you had your own band?
I had my own band at 11 years old. I started writing and producing at 11. I actually wrote Angel when I was 14.
Wow.
And I redid it when I got older. I have tape cassettes, and it has the original Angel on there. And let me tell you, I could bring that out today, and it's jamming as fuck.
What inspired you at 14 years old to write something like Angel?
I'm a lover, and when you're a lover like that, you fall for people, and you don't realize sometimes that they're manipulators. And that's young. I'm 14 years old. That's young, but you can't put an age on love. You know, when someone loves, it's your heart. You know.
Yeah.
I got in my first relationship, and I left her You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, I couldn't handle. I'm a Gemini. Like, I'm the fucking boss. Let's just keep that shit real. Let's just keep that shit real, you know?
Right.
And if I see someone's being a certain way that I don't like disrespectful or talking to me a certain way, I don't care how much I love you, I'm going to let you go. So during that process, and it's not a pride thing, it's I know my self-worth, even at that age, you know? And I just was like, I'm not having it. I left, but I was hurting. And I didn't know how to handle it. You know what I mean? I was like, man, you talk to your friends, they're always going to tell you, oh, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Get over it. You're all right. But
you saw the true signs coming already, the color, her true colors.
Yeah, so but you know what, though? It was meant to be. Sometimes as an artist like me, and the heart that we have to go through these things, or how can we speak on them to help other people?
And give you some lyrics.
You know, they tell you when God has a gift for you, right? There's a purpose. Everybody has a purpose in life. Your purpose was to do music and to still do music and be here today. That's your purpose.
That's my gift and purpose.
This is also my purpose. And I feel like when I speak the words that I say, it helps people. It heals people. Yeah. You know? Sometimes I think to myself, like, God has blessed me so much, I can stop. I can stop today. I don't need to do another show today. But then I look at my life and I go, I can't. No matter how much I try or say, you know what, God, I got so much other things, you know. God's like, no, there's something else I need you to say or I need you to do. You know, because there's someone out there that's going through worse things than we are. And for a song like Angel, I never in my wildest dreams thought that Angel would have the impact that it did on people. Never. It was just a song as a 14-year-old girl over heartbreak. You
didn't think it was going to hit as big as it did?
No, I tell people, like, they'll be like, you saved my life. And I think to myself, like, save your life? You saved my life. If I wouldn't have did music, I'd probably be in the streets, still hustling, you know? So,
man, that's amazing to hear that.
Yeah.
You consider yourself spiritual? How often you talk to God?
All the time. I believe in the universe.
Okay.
I've been praying to a God for so many years as an image, but I realized that going to church and doing all those things, I don't need to do that because my conversation's with God. Do I respect his homes and what people believe in those churches? Sure. Yeah. I respect you. God bless you. Right. But my God loves me no matter what. He's not a judgmental God. He's not someone that's, you know, obviously I'm blessed here. You know what I mean? Right. You know, definitely. And I believe in the universe, man, and I believe in manifestation, and I believe in, you know, to me, praying is manifesting. I'm sorry, whether people believe it or not, but praying is manifesting. You're praying to God, you believe in God, and you want certain things, and that's what I've done my whole life. Right. Because as a kid, we are taught God, but we don't believe. Yeah, right, whatever, you know what I mean? Say swear to God. You know, you'd be lying, right? Say swear to God. You know what I mean? But in all reality, like when you believe, it happens. You know? That's what's up. It does. I believed I was going to be famous. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm telling you, I believed it. I told my family, I'm going to be famous one day. Little. And yeah, right, whatever. I said, keep fucking with me. I said, I'm not going to buy you shit. And I told them, I said, you see? You got to live. Oh, yeah, they've always been good on my family, but I knew for a long time, you know. Let me ask you something, since we're on the topic, since I know God tends, you know, to bring us great, you know, good, and he tends to bring us bad and not so good. Mm-hmm. When you lost your mother, I don't know what it's been like, maybe 8 years, 10 years? No, it's longer than that, 14 years ago. Mm-hmm. I know you were very close to her, very dear to her. Mm-hmm. I think you took a break at that time. Did you... By any means, like, talk to God during that point, like, yo, why you take moms away from me? Was that even a question? No, I didn't question God. I just told him to take her soon. I didn't want her to suffer. You know, in life, sometimes as kids, you know, no matter how old you are, you're still their children. We get selfish. We don't even call our parents half the time. Half the time we don't see them, you know, and then we want to cry when they're about to leave us. You understand what I'm saying? And parents, we can't stand our little ones when they with us because they be running around all the time. And but as soon as we on vacation, we miss them. Yeah, yeah. That's why I bring my son at every show. He's been coming with me since he was 2 weeks old. I saw that, man. I remember when. Okay, he's how old now? 3. Okay, since he was how old? He been coming 2 weeks. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
And what's that been like?
Get up. No, I'm just playing. No.
What's
or
that
two?
been?
Was it? No, it wasn't 2 months. Maybe it was 2 months. I don't know. It was fast though. She had the baby. She rested a little bit. She goes, "You ready?" I'm like, "Are you ready?" So but yeah, she did it. She's a soldier, and we brought my son, and I don't leave him.
So you've been on tours nonstop since he's been a baby.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
Check
man.
Instagram, you'll see them all. But you know what? I it's very difficult to have children, and I know this is why people don't bring their family, but I'm different. I'm not a man. I'm a female, and I need the person I love with me. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I don't. What do I look like having such a great life, and she's at home? It's different because, like I said, you're a man. It's too tough to have that. I'm a woman. I can handle the emotional side. I can handle the kid crying. I can do all that.
Yo, give us a big like for that one for starters. I know they're going to be, if this was Instagram, them hearts would be going up right now because I know the girls would be like, yeah, man, talk that shit.
No, but, and I for my son, I want him to see what life his mommy gave him. I want him to be, and he remembers, he'll tell you in the show, and I'm going to the show, and so I love that because when he's older, he's like, my mom did everything for me. She took me on every show. She got me whatever I wanted. And I want him to remember that, because I'm not going to be here forever.
Right. So I saw this meme the other day, or this video. I was scrolling through this woman, very successful woman, and Latina. And she put so many years growing up into her art. Not into her art, but into her career. So, she basically built her foundation for her children who are already born. But I saw that the fact was, and a lot of parents can relate to this, there's a lot of parents that work so hard they never get to see their children. Mm-hmm. And her quote was, I'm trying to remember it, but she was like, I put all these years in it, so I can build this foundation for my kids so they can have and they never have to struggle. Mm. But I finally realized as I'm older, I wasn't there for them and they don't care about that. Mm-hmm. They care about you being there.
That's right.
So how do you feel when you hear something like that?
Like I said, that's why I bring my son. I used to bring my daughter.
I think I remember it.
Yeah, she was 1 when I got her. She's 13 now. And she used to go on the road, but then she started school. You
brought her, that was going back to the show we were talking about with Bobby. I think she was with you and your wife that day. Yeah,
she was little. She just grew up fast, And people are always asking me, like, where's your daughter? What about your daughter? I was like, she got 2 families. You know what I mean? She has a dad and his family, and it's been like this, for years. So now I bring my son, and when he gets a certain age, he'll be, doing the same. He'll be going to school or...
Yeah.
But that's right. There's no point of making all this money and not living life with your children.
Right.
You
guys take breaks? You to go on vacation?
We just got back from Florida. I was there 5 days.
Chilling.
I didn't even know it was spring break. That's how much I work. I didn't even...
Florida be popping in spring break,
hey, check it. So this is what happened. I'm at home, right? And it's Wednesday. I'm at home. I just got home the day before. It's Wednesday. I go, what are we doing this weekend? She goes, I don't know. It's spring break. I said, it's spring break? Oh, no. So I told her, book the flights, book it. And we had a good time. You need me right now? Okay.
Nat wants to see you.
Okay.
All right, let's pause. Go ahead.
Back.
So you have a 13-year-old girl, and you have your little boy now, right?
Yep,
Who's 3-year-old. Mm-hmm. Does he come on stage with you?
Oh, yeah.
You bring him on stage?
Yeah. Yeah, I bring him on stage because, he's my son, and I think he needs to experience something like that fun.
Yeah.
He loves it. Oh, my God. He be trying to practice at home. He's like, I go, no, tell him thank you and good night. I try to teach him the right way, but yeah.
He's at that age right now where he doesn't really know what to wear. I bring my son on stage when he was 2. Kill it. Remember Elijah? Yeah, kill it. But then once he became aware of it, he got shy all of a sudden.
He was shy at first. When I first brought him on stage, he was hiding behind me. As a matter of fact, there's a couple arena pictures where he's hiding behind me. It went viral and stuff, and he's just hiding. But
on stage.
Yeah, yeah. But now, I know that he's going to do something with music because, one, I do it. Not only that, the donor does music.
Oh, it's in his blood.
Yeah, he can play the guitar, the donors, and he builds them. He's a genius, the donor.
Well, we gonna need a blackout podcast guitar for the wall. You know what I'm saying? So nah.
No,
that's dope, though.
No, he's really, really smart, and he does music. And then when I'm producing, because I produce, he's right there. I have to throw this boy, like, take him out the room.
Yeah.
He wants to sit on my lap. He wants to play my keyboards. I bought him a drum set. Most kids, and I'm going to tell you because he reminds me of me, most kids will go ba, 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 and just hit whatever, right? Him, he's like, he tries.
He's trying.
He's trying. Piano, same
get that
thing.
coordination,
He'll
get that.
He don't go, man, acting crazy.
Right.
And most kids will do that. So he's going to do something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, he has to. If he wants to, he wants to. If not, he knows the life.
Yeah, definitely. Mom, so you're talking about you produce. Did you produce Never and Angel and Candy Kisses?
Every album I ever came out with, I wrote and produced.
That's magic right there, bro, because her sound you have such a unique sound to where not just your music, but the vocals. And dude, I remember playing your shit on radio back in the day, right? And we're talking, when did you drop
2001. Never was, I got my own record deal in 2001, and it was going into 2002, so about 2002.
2002, and then you dropped Angel when?
2003.
So that during that time, I just remember. There was a time you came down and you performed at one of our shows in San Bernardino at the Orange Show.
Oh man, that was fun.
And do you remember you came on? I brought my chopper out.
Oh man,
I
remember that.
Bro, I put it
that
on the back
lit.
of the chopper and we rolled my chopper on the stage, and then boom.
Yeah.
And then
but that's how you put it. Nobody does that shit no more.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing like a big tour.
You got that budget. Yeah.
You put the show. You put a show on when you do that.
That was dope. So anyway, my point is, dude, I remember when you were singing your shit, like your songs. The girls had just heard something about. I was talking to them in the crowd. I was like, man, they were like, dude, something about her voice. Just the way she sounds, her tone. That's what they love about. Aside from what your lyrics are and everything, but I just remember it stuck in my head. A few of them said her tone, and I never heard anybody talk that way about other artists. Like at least that I had interviewed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before, usually they'd be like, yeah, man, She dope, or she got a high pitched voice. No, but it was just something it's unique about your sound, dude. Like I've never heard anybody. You can't say, some people you go, oh yeah, that sound like Neo, or oh yeah, she got a cool sound. She sound like Maya.
Yeah,
you can't say that about Amanda. Got her own style, my dude.
It's been like that. I've been singing since I was a little girl, and I didn't find myself until I was 11. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened to me. I was in my bedroom because in my first album, I'll talk about a song and it goes, stayed in my room 24/7. Yeah, I stayed in the lab with a pen and a pad because music was all that I had. And I was a popular ass fucking girl. Every school I went, I was popular. But when I was in high school and middle school, I stayed in the room all the time, doing music, all day.
Practicing your craft.
Yeah, and when I was 11, that's when I got a keyboard. So that's when I started playing. The drums were the first thing I started at 9 years old.
Okay.
I was 9 years old. Then my dad bought me a keyboard because my older sister was having a party. She didn't want me to be there. I was sad as fuck about it. So he went to the store and bought me a fucking keyboard. So I was there, But I started playing and I was like, I would trip out. I would jump up like, oh my God, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And then I started singing and I started to learn how to harmonize with my own voice.
Right.
I said, I'm in there. And nobody knows, and I'm going to talk about this because I'm going to have a documentary done.
Okay, dope.
Okay?
Let us know when it drops.
Because, I want people to know and I want people to see my life and what it, from there till now.
Yeah, it needs to be told.
Yeah, but my parents were the richest. Okay? I had a great life. But there were times where I had to do without. I didn't have food to eat, stuff like that, right? So I wasn't going to ask my parents, hey, can you buy me a drum set? The first drum set they got me was from a garage sale. You know what I mean? But as you get older, that drum set wears out because you're playing it.
Yeah.
It gets old, things broke, and all I had left.
I done bought something off Offer Up before in the man.
No, listen. I had that drum set, and all that was left that wasn't broken was a hi-hat, a snare, my foot pedal, and a tom.
So the bass went out.
No, I had no bass except for my wall. I literally would put my pedal on the wall.
Whoa, that's creative.
I'm gonna tell you what I did, and I still have the proof. I had cassette player, 2 of them, right? I'd record one, which would be the kick. Right? Then I put it on this side and put the other one there. So the kick was playing over here while I was recording. Then I do the snare.
Dude, she was multi-tracking without the 4-track. You know what I'm saying? This is before the 4.
These are with tapes. I had to put the little
Cassette.
toilet paper in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have no money to get the tapes from Walgreens. So I used everybody else's shit and just recorded it. And I did that till I had a whole drum sound.
But see, most people would record, play DJ. They would record their songs off the radio and go from cassette to cassette. You were actually producing.
From the
adding, like you were laying down tracks. Like, did you even know what you were? Obviously, you had to know what you're doing, but that's how.
It just came to me. I was like, what? I was like, I can record like different. It tripped me out because I could record that wall piece and then play that while this one was recording and still hear that sound.
On cassettes.
On cassette. So I had about 40 tapes to do one, and then I would get my keyboard, which was from Walmart, and I would record the chords. And here was the drums. All from the fucking foot pedal from the wall. Now, mind you, this is a thick wall, but ours was hollow. You know what I mean? So you hear the boom, boom. And I had the mic down there from Radio Shack.
Damn, that's such a dope story.
Like that. So I would hear it, and then I'd do the snare. I'd have it like this.
Wait, so how would you play the cassettes in sync with the beat? Like, say, you laid the the kick down on one tape, right?
The kick, I would make my own tempo. So I'd be like, man, this song's gonna be like, it'll be like this. Right?
Got
so I would
you.
go boom, 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 but right? Do it for so many lengths.
All right.
Then put that tape over here, so that would play. Now I already had the tempo. So I go.
Yo, I'm mind blown right. I've never heard of this type of recording before.
I did that.
That's
On God,
crazy.
I did. And it took me a long time because I had to do the hi-hat like the whole time. And then I would put the keyboard, and then guess what I'd do? Get that same Radio Shack mic that I use on all these instruments and sing and make music. I sing on it. I had a whole song just by doing that with the tapes.
That's crazy, Amanda. I've never heard a story like that before, man.
Swear to God, if anybody put it in front of me right now, I'll show them right now.
That's just
I had no drum machines. I didn't know about drum machines.
Yeah, you had to make do what to do.
I didn't know about drum machines. I'm like, drum machine?
But I'm saying it's so bizarre that, again, we as listeners, as kids, was recording our favorite songs off the radio with the 2 cassettes, dual cassettes.
No,
but you was making beats like you just came up with on the spot.
And
I bet you didn't even know that's how like real production was done until later, right? Until you got your first drum machine, I'm sure.
Yeah, I seen drum machines. I was like, what? Because I was playing them like that, and then I got a little drum machine. It was a Boss, and I know producers know. I got that motherfucking. I was like, soon I pick up learning it, right? I'm like, oh, this is simple as fuck.
Yeah.
This shit is simple.
Yeah.
And I just started making it, and then I would do the same thing, record that whole sound. It was so much easier, and just play to it.
Dope. What'd you make Never on?
I made Never on a Korg.
Okay, the Korg keyboard. Mm-hmm. What about Angel?
Same thing. Same one.
Same one.
Yep.
They were right next to each other.
This is what type of person I am. I tell people, stop wasting your fucking money sitting in the studio and you're not prepared. People will go in there and be like, you got your music? Yeah, I'm going to finish just writing in the studio.
Nah, you wasting money and time.
You're wasting. If you don't got your own studio, you're wasting money. So you know what I do? I literally will go in the studio and spend 4 hours in there, but the whole song will be done in 4 hours. Mixed, mastered, everything. Done.
Written already, the lyrics.
I'm already singing and throwing the harmonies on. I'm in and I'm out of there.
That's the smartest way to do it, man. Yeah. All the time, because again, then you wasted more money doing that. I want to fast forward real quick. Yeah. I recently saw you just dropped a new visual for "Fuck Your Feelings," and I'm like, wait a minute, is that the same "Fuck Your Feelings" that she been singing since like when me and D-Double, when we did that last show again? You did that show, Fuck Your Feelings, at Art LeBeau. And it was funny because me and Bobby, we would joke about it. Because I was like, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I go, there's some oldie heads out there. We love to hear Brenton Wood, all songs about love and this and that. And here come Amanda, fuck your feelings. And I'm going, how'd she get away with that? How'd she get on Art LeBeau with that song? I go, hey, Amanda doing something different, man.
Is his name Turbo? His
Boogaloo
real
Shrimp?
name Turbo.
Boogaloo Shrimp?
Yeah, from
the popper?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he coming to me, and this nigga got an accent.
Yeah.
He's
Michael
like,
Chambers.
Hey, he was like, hey, man, what's up, ho?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
he grew up with Mexicans.
I'm hood, I'm like, oh, what's up, man? He goes, that fucking song you just did had all these motherfuckers jumping up. I said, what song? He goes, that Fuck Your Feelings? He goes, that fucking song. He goes, that's the shit. And that's another one that I never expected people to love so much, but it was just me telling the fucking truth. You get tired of people, oh, I love you, I'm gonna change, and you forgive them, and you do it. And it's like, you get to a point where you're like, motherfucker,
you put me through so much.
Yeah, like I don't got time for the fucking lies. I don't want to hear you cry, because you get to a point where you're done. You give up. You're fed up.
Right.
You know, that's when a person really knows when they're done. When you don't fuck with the person.
That's when it's fuck your feelings.
Okay, yeah.
So what made you decide to drop a visual at like 6 years later?
Everybody was asking for it.
They was asking for it.
They were asking for it.
See, we need to start doing that shit.
No,
to the
listen,
ODM song.
I did shoot a video, right? I shot a video for it, but there was a problem with the production because this person had a certain camera that was the best.
Right.
And then they shot the other scenes in bullshit, and I knew it. I was like, no, we can't put that.
I saw you pumping them up because I was going through your Instagram or YouTube, one of them, and the same guy that shot that video, yeah, you were pumping them up, and another, he was shooting all your behind the scenes stuff,
dope.
right?
That dude is dope.
What's his name?
It's called oh my God, Sawyer Productions.
Sawyer, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. He's good. Oh, I gotta get dressed.
Okay, guys. Really quick, hey, shout outs to all your fans out there, man. Tell them
I
what's
love
up.
you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Here comes my son now.
Hey, here comes the star. Here comes the star.
Hey, he's like, what about me?
Right here, my man. Right here.
Give him some dap.
Give me some.
Oh, he's like, I'm gonna clamp you. I love you guys. Hey, I love
Amanda
you.
Perez, ladies and gentlemen, the Blackout Podcast. She about to go do her thing. We all gonna kill it here.
Yep.
Live from Phoenix, Arizona, man. That's it, man. Tell them peace, man.
Say peace.
Peace.